Hey everyone, my name is Ayan Danhlapo and you're watching Joburg Today.
Hello everyone and welcome to another exciting edition of Joburg Today. I'm your host, Leroy Viaggio. It's International Youth Week and we take a look at an organization that's been focused on developing young talent for a very long time. I Was Shot in Joburg.
It started off basically as a very small project. I did with a group of boys who used to live at Twilight Children, a shelter for former street children in Hillbrow. I gave them disposable cameras and we had a class every week to either take photographs of the immediate environment or discuss the photographs. And as the images started coming back from the lab, we were all extremely excited. I mean, they were naive yet very real.
The first time where I hold my disposable camera, so in my mind there were thoughts going okay, now I'm handling a camera, I'm supposed to do some productive work. But at the first time I was intimidating this project. But when time went on, I met some other guys, then we started taking some few pics while we were walking. Then I learned more, there's more to an actual photo that we take. There's a story behind it.
I got involved with this company in the beginning of 2009, and what happened, there's a guy, Bernard Fulion, the founder of the company. He came to the shelter and asked if we are interested in learning how to photography. I was one of the first group that were taken through the photography course that took us about 6 months. And after that we had to exhibit our work that we have been doing all the way through. They're actually our first exhibition that we had in 2009, and some of them are mine, and there are some that I really like. Them are this one, that's mine. People like the concept and even bought some of our canvases, and after that we decided we need to grow the project and make it as a business so that we can make income out of it.
Basically, Bernard came with the cameras, started going around. It was on the Mondays. We called it on the Mondays afternoon.
Most of the pictures, if you might look, they are from the CBD and Hillbrow, and actually they explain life in Joburg. So yeah, it's all about life, the street life of Joburg, how people live, and actually our everyday life in Joburg.
I'm Zoni Lengubeni and you're watching Joburg Today.
As always, we love hearing from you, so be a part of the conversation. Like the Facebook page, that's joburgtoday.tv. Follow The Real Trend in Joburg on our Twitter account at Joburg Today. With the weekend now upon us, for those who want to escape the big city but not go too far out, why not visit the Lion Park?
Joburg Today had the opportunity to speak to Scott Simpson of Lion and Safari Park about the activities that will be available to the public.
The game drives are really the draw card there. We've got two different options. We've got our basic Predator tour, which is very similar to the old game drive in that it goes through the lion enclosures, the wild dogs, it goes via our water holes so you can see the antelope. But it's much less structured than it was at the old park. You're not sure what you'll see on each game drive. Obviously with the lions, the wild dogs, you'll always see those. But once you're out in the main safari park, you could see anything. We've also then got sort of what's going to be our flagship safari, and that's a 2.5-hour safari drive. Your guide will be taking you across our entire property. It's 650 hectares, so if people now start driving themselves around, we don't know where they'll end up. They might get stuck, we can't take that risk with the amount of visitors we get. We've got the Crocodile River flowing right through the middle. We've got forest areas, mountains. You'll really just spend the next hour and a half, exploring that. We really want it to be a proper safari, something you would experience in the Kruger or Pilanesberg or Zambia. It's not just going around a field and this is the antelope, this is the lion. It really is an authentic safari experience, that side.
Aside from the game drives and beautiful landscape, visitors to the park will also get the opportunity to engage with animals up close and personal.
So we've got our very popular cheetah walk and our cheetah interactions. You meet with the cheetah, you get to touch it, you have your photo with it, and the guide basically just shares knowledge and facts about the animals. So it's good because the cheetah's getting out and getting exercise. It's an enrichment process for them. But then the guest is getting to see these animals running and, doing their thing in their own environment. We've also invested heavily in sort of our restaurants, our shopping experiences. So you don't pay entrance to get into this. You can come into the complex absolutely free of charge, come into the restaurants and eat. It's only the game drives and the animal interactions that we'll be charging for.
This is Leroy Viaggi for Joburg Today.
I'm Bryce Nicholson, and you're watching Joburg Today.
Well, that's it for today's show, but if you want to know more about what's happening in and around Johannesburg, you need to check out our playlist. From me and the guys behind the scenes, till next time.